Okay. So, as you saw in that particular surveillance clip that has pretty much also gone viral, you see the woman in which was involved with the incident that happened in Flatbush, New York, in which she tried to claim a 9-year-old boy sexually assaulted her. And again, I ask, what ass could he possibly grab? The bitch is shaped like a match mixed with a toothbrush. She has no shape at all. Hell, you know what? I can't even compare it to a toothbrush. Toothbrush, because even a toothbrush has a shape. So I'm just gonna compare it to a match. In any case, I was actually having a discussion in my comment section with somebody, and one of the things I said, well, you know what? Surveillance cameras are in those stores, and that's going to truly reveal what happened. And what you just saw right here in this 1 minute or a little 1 minute and 1 second surveillance clip that had no sound. But to be honest, it didn't need any sound because all it needed was video. So you saw in the store right there that the 9-year-old boy had a book bag going. Now the book bag was pretty big. It probably had a lot of stuff inside of it, most likely. And he was just walking and it brushed up against her. Now, in those corner stores, also known as bodegas in New York, are very small and they're really compact. So it's easy to brush up against somebody in those aisles, except, they were at a register. So his bag just brushed up against her back because it definitely didn't grab against her ass. So she automatically took it as he was trying to sexually assault her. But if you notice in the video, she started gyrating her so-called hip, at the boy in a very sexual way. And that would explain why the mother had snapped on the woman in the first video you saw when she said she's a pedophile. She's a pedophile. Because we never knew why she said what she said, except, her saying that. But now seeing this, we can see why. Now, she removed the boy from the situation and then she got in the woman's face. And then all of a sudden, that white guy got on cold and got right in between the mother and this woman. And all of a sudden, that woman, in the midst of all of that happened, that white Teresa Sue Klein got on her phone and started calling the police. And that's what led to the events of what we saw outside. So now she's calling the police claiming that she was sexually assaulted, knowing damn well that she was in the wrong. Now, which, like I said in the previous video, she made the fatal mistake of being on camera, loud and belligerent, yelling out not only her phone number, but also her address. And she literally did it within a few minutes of each other. It's not like they were spread apart or she just said one thing. She said both of them. So her phone being blown up or people knowing where she lived, that's completely and utterly on her. Nobody had to go and dig anything up to try to find her information or anything like that. She told that on her own. You can go back and look at the video. She said it. She said both her number and her address. So that was very silly on her part. Now she has to go in this little thing where she's talking about how she's not a racist. That's complete BS. She could not wait to get on that phone and call those cops on a 9-year-old boy that did not touch her. His book bag just brushed up against her, and all he would most likely say was "excuse me" or anything like that. And all she had to say was "okay, that's no problem." Shit happens. But nope, she had to, in typical historical white bitch fashion, in the Carolyn Bryant way, had to get on the phone and or make it a bigger deal than what it was, and then call the cops or at least try to call them. And to my knowledge, they never showed up. They probably was like, huh, this doesn't even sound, first off, it doesn't sound really serious, and second of all, it doesn't even sound real. And you know why they probably didn't come is because if they did answer the phone, they probably heard all the commotion in the background and didn't make out what she was saying. But I did hear her say that that the call went to the operator. So they probably didn't answer her phone, or they probably transferred to some kind of automated voice, whatever, and didn't take it seriously, as well as they shouldn't, because it was nothing to blow up. But that's what she wanted to. She wanted to cause a scene. She wanted something more drastic to happen than what occurred, and it was completely all on her. That mother, though, she has a lot more restraint than many do, because there would have been more than words thrown. There would have been hands and feet thrown, probably thrusted her whole body, taking that skank out. Seriously. Like, you do not sit up there and you accuse someone else's child of sexually assaulting you while they're in the store, knowing damn well that wasn't the case, and there's cameras to back it up. I hope this heifer, if she is employed, that she loses her job. I'm serious. I really do. It's time to start having examples being made out of individuals such as this. And look at her picture. She looks like a drug addict, and she looks like she's out of those early 90s rock bands that, she was probably a reject or something of that, to that effect. There's nothing feminine about her at all. But it's just crazy and everything of that nature. But that's just the world we live in, unfortunately, where you're gonna have people like her just wandering around when they should not even be outside. If anything should be a crime, it should be for her to be out in public. Not only because she looks like that, but because of her mindset. Point blank, period. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.